we go, second half, 40 minutes that will tell us much, maybe, about these two sides. Breers gets us underway for Warrington, high and deep. Lulawi's underneath it. And here we go again, Steve-O. Same as, do you think?
Gee, I hope so. It's been a great 40 minutes, hasn't it? I'm sure that both coaches are saying, well, I know they're going to be battered and bruised, but they've got to look at the fact that it's those simple mistakes, those little errors, that has just made them pay the price in the first 40.
Oh, and hole's opened up for Tompkins. Opening 30 seconds, he's got support both ways. Will he need them? Tompkins with a weaving run, maybe it should have gone.
She should have passed. He might get away with it yet.
360 from Tompkins, can he get over? No, he can't. Riley, with the despairing tackle, holds him up. Maybe he should have passed, but it was almost the try of the season. Lima now for Wigan.
He had one outside and one on the inside.
Flower will drive it in, and Warrington will muscle up. That's the last tackle for Wigan. They go down the short side with Hock and wide to Carmont, and Richard scores! 1 minute, 12 seconds, second half, and Wigan are back in front. And it all came about as a result of a scintillating Sam Tompkins break. Pat Richards, to be fair, has got Sam out of jail there by scoring that, because he did have support left and right. He elected to go on his own, and Richards gets over in the corner for the try. Well, he might be wandering round on 1.5 legs because his thigh is heavily strapped, but Richards had enough to get over in the corner and plump the ball down. But watch this.
And this is what makes Sam Tompkins one of the great players of Super League. Was it a bit of an obstruction there as it came through? He had them there. Richards says, give it to me, give it to me. He didn't. Well, Richards didn't have to wait long. Jinkin causing all sorts of trouble. They got back to him. Riley did ever so well. But what should have occurred a few seconds before, Carmont wasn't going to miss the opportunity, and the reliable man, Pat Richards, puts Wigan in front. But what a break from Sam Tompkins.
It's perhaps as well Sam Tompkins didn't score, because he would have probably gone back and looked at Gareth Hock to see whether he interfered and obstructed a Warrington defender from him making the tackle. Now, less pressurised kick, but nevertheless a very difficult one here for Josh Charnley.
It is, it's tight to the touchline. Richard scored the try. He's not kicking because of that injury to his leg. And Charnley has missed again. That was a tough kick though, but 16-12, Wigan lead. First blood, second half to the Cherry and Whites.
This is the incident. Hock goes straight through, and as far as I'm concerned, I think it was Paul Wood that was pushed out of the way.
Is it not Matty Blythe?
Yeah, it is, it's Blythe. Matty Blythe, not Paul Ward, as you say, if it had gone on to score, then the official Richard Silverwood would have every right to have gone up to Steve Ganson to see whether there were interference there, and I think it was quite clear they could see it was. So a little bit of rub of the green there for the home side.
So 3.5 minutes gone, Wigan with the lead, and Bill, down to you. Pat Richards, problems?
Well, Eddie, I didn't expect to see him out in the pitch on the start of the second half. There was so much concern when he left the field at half-time. He went into the game with a dead leg, which he picked up in the win over the London Broncos, and there was real concern after he got a couple of bangs on it in the first half, and he left the field limping slightly. The medical staff alongside him, and I thought that was it for him, and yet he's come out and he scored the opening try of this second half.
Unreal, isn't it? Absolutely unreal. But that's what rugby league players do. They go in, they get patched up, and out they come.
Eddie will be very relieved indeed that Richards could get over for that try, because remember, he slipped that allowed Warrington to score and bring them back into the game.
I think we're not giving Brett Hodgson enough credit though for the way he defended Sam Tompkins, Eddie. If you commit to the man with the ball like Tompkins, it was easy to pass it, but he delayed, and that's the reason why Tompkins didn't pass it to Richard, because he would have still then had Hodgson to beat.
Chris Hill was not the best pass, but he knows in his own heart that he should have taken this. It was up around his neck.
Yeah, it was going towards the chin, and just lost concentration with it. Don't normally get a poor pass like that from the dummy half, but this could be crucial. Just 10 metres away from the opposition half with the cherry and whites to feed the scrum. And don't be surprised if they pull a quick move, a run around here.
Wigan lost twice to Warrington in Super League last year, exactly 12 months ago on this ground. They lost 24-6. It was Brett Finch's home debut, and then 39-12 in the return. That was a week before Wigan went on to Wembley. Farrell, played well, hasn't he, since he's come off the bench?
Unbelievable, non-stop.
Luluai. Finch, short ball, great offload, back to Finch from Gareth Hock.
Superb from Hock. Top draw, that stuff. Nice work down the short blind side, back on the inside. Oh,
wonderful hands. And Flower eventually gets to his feet. He was being impeded. They tried to slow him down.
And that's as close to a professional foul as you get, and he's got away with it as Morley.
He's got them playing some good stuff, hasn't he, Sean Wayne?
Quick hands as well.
Justin Harris alongside him. Talked to him in the car park just before the match, and he's loving his time here at Wigan.
He's got them back very deep. That's the one thing that I've admired about the Wigan style this year. That the three-quarter line, they're not bunched, they're not flat. They're giving themselves plenty of opportunity. Just a bit of repair work on the fullback Tompkins.
They've also come out this second half, Steve, playing the game very, very quickly indeed. And they've also come out looking at the Warrington right edge where Lee Breers is defending. I think they've decided to make sure that he's working overtime this half.
Well, Charnley, this to give him just a little bit of confidence in his boots. He adds the extra 2 from the penalty. It's 18-12 to the Warriors. Flags are raised behind those posts. Josh Charnley, ever present this year. This, in actual fact, is his 36th consecutive appearance.
Well, his equal leading try scorer in Super League is Charnley, and he'll be very happy that he got that 2 points. That could be vital. Stretches to a 6-point lead, and as John Keir has already mentioned, the ability for Wigan in the second half to get to their feet, play the ball as quickly as possible, getting over that advantage line. It's forcing Warrington's defenders back time and time again.
Great run. Great run from dummy half by Michael McIlaurin.
Yeah, it's been very impressive. He's controlled things out there.
Oh, Luluai with the pass straight to Breers, and Breers will be over for the Warrington try. Well, the touch judge on the far side hasn't moved to the in-goal area, but the referee is happy enough that try should be awarded. Breers, well, he sniffs out the opportunity, doesn't he? How many times has he scored interception tries in his long career? Breers responds for Warrington almost immediately. But interesting that Richard Silverwood did not ask Steve Ganson to take a look at this.
Well, obviously the touch judge thought that Breers was offside to play the ball. It's too late now. It's already been pointed to by Richard Silverwood. There's no coming back from this, but I'm with you, Eddie. Time and time again, he's way out there on that right. And he's got to be a metre, I feel, as that ball is being played. And that is the reason why the touch judge on the far side. But look how he positions himself. He's the first-class poacher. And I can't believe that Richard Silverwood has completely ignored the touch judge on that far side. He did his job.
Well, the touch judge would have said in his flag, Steve, or if he was offside, he would have indicated to him. They've got audio communication with the touch judges, so he didn't see it as a problem.
And the referee has the ultimate decision, doesn't he? He makes the call. Hodgson in off the post, scores a level again. The touch judge did not go to the in-goal area.
They don't do that though, Eddie. They don't run in, do they, until the try has been awarded.
They normally run to the in-goal area if they've scored the try, if they're happy that the try is given.
That's right, and he didn't. Now, he's a poacher supreme, isn't he? We picked him out before the game that in tight matches, he has this wonderful ability, Lee Briers, to just pull out something magical.
Well, if you run traffic at him and you're going to play at him, you run a danger of him pulling something like that out of the hat as well. And as you've rightly said earlier on, how many times have we been stood watching a game and Briers has got an interception try and having to play the ball once again there, Benny Westwood.
Yeah, well, the referee shouted, but the players didn't hear him, that the tackle was completed.
And the thing about Lee Briers, he does take a huge gamble, because if that had gone away from Briers' hand, there was no one to be there. They had the overlap, Wigan. They would have scored.
Here's Joel Monaghan again. What a run from him.
Quick play the ball, get the link working.
This is Briers. Briers saw Myler on the run. Tompkins clears up. Tompkins gets away from Waterhouse. Great ball away to Goulding.
Great play by Goulding as well. Take nothing away from Tompkins, a full-back. Excellent. He read it well, realised that the kick was coming. Charlie's a good run forward as well.
There was a doubt there about whether Waterhouse had got back on side, but they obviously had travelled the 10.
Well, it's 100 miles an hour, this. I mean, that was great play by Warrington down the right, then the kick, then look at the riposte from Wigan, and they're still moving the ball. Great game of rugby league.
It is. Plenty to talk about, plenty to enjoy. Tompkins gets it away again to Ben Flower. Flower brushes away from Briers. They'll go wide and find Richards. Richards will come back. It was a vital ankle tap by Blythe. I think he's hurt. Matty Blythe.
He's not right. Pat Richards is not right. It's got to be a big decision now for Sean Wayne, the Wigan coach. Does he take a gamble out there? Because Warrington, they will play for him. Was he taken out off the ball? No, according to the touch judge, everything's A-OK. But Tony Smith is a shrewd coach. Surely he'll be saying, Pat Richards is suffering. Play towards him on that right-hand side in attack.
Blythe seems to have recovered, taking it up. Oh, loses the ball.
Knock on.
Warrington is saying it was stolen. Referee says it's a knock on.
It's pretty difficult. Did Flower get it? I think he may have just helped it along, Mr. Flower.
Goes down as an error, though, to Matty Blythe.
Well, there is a responsibility, Eddie, for the ball carrier to look after the ball, and you know, there's some very aggressive contact going in there, and you've just got to look after it when you hit that contact.
Tompkins to Carmont. Myler done a decent job tonight, Richie Myler, defensively, hasn't he? Goulding, Charnley.
Well, there's been some heroes in defence there, not more so than Westwood on the Warrington side. He's worked overtime. And the loose forward, Sean O'Loughlin, the Wigan skipper. Boy, he's been everywhere in defence.
Is this a big play here now, Eddie, with Sam Tompkins coming around the back?
It's with Luluai and Finch. Finch couldn't get it away. That's good defence from Matty Blythe. Only stolen it. That's a 2-on-1. That's got to be a penalty.
Yeah, he couldn't help himself, Matty Blythe. He just saw the ball there and thought, this is mine. And maybe Finch released it. Maybe Finch is completely kidded, and there's smiles all over the faces. And Briers said, oh, you've been kidded. Tompkins, he turns away thinking, I'd like to grin. He won't.
He's shamed to offload, ball's out.
I think this fella was smart enough to release it at a vital moment.
Referee saying that Finch here shapes to offload, then decides against it, and then Matty Blythe comes over the top and pinches it. 6 and 2 threes, isn't it?
Yeah, but you could see that Finch was releasing the ball. This is a pressure kick on young Josh Charnley. We thought, Teddy, that this guy might be vital by scoring a try. Could he split the sides with this penalty?
Wigan crowd held their breath and Shanley found the mark. They restore a 2-point advantage. I think it's safe to say it's not going to stay at a 2-point advantage.
Not the way that they're playing, both sides. They're eager to add to it. Gareth Hawk has left the field of play. He's been working overtime. He's had a tremendous game.
So has Adrian Morley. He's been withdrawn by Warrington. And I think Bill might have some news on all of that.
Well, yes, Morley is off for his first breather of the evening. It's been a titanic performance from the Wolves skipper, but the real interest on the Warrington bench is the fact that Chris Bridge is still sitting on that bench. He came off, he got that bang on the head in the first half. Now he's been off the field for some time. He's been out on the sidelines warming up. He's gone back to take his seat in the dugout. Now, whether they're just trying to see whether Chris Bridge is fit enough to go on. Mike Cooper with a shiner alongside him as well. Well, that is a big blow for Warrington if they can't get Bridge back on the field.
You know, possession in the first half, Eddie, was pretty even, 50-50 split almost, isn't it? But since we started the second half, we're going to getting far more of the ball. The errors by Warrington, the penalties they've conceded away, look at that, there's almost a 75-25% split in this second period, and it's helping Wigan to look the dominant side.
Yes, the possession stat might be heavily in their favour. The scoreboard isn't, though, is it? 2 points, that's all. But with all that possession, you would expect Warrington just might tire late on. But they're super fit, these stars of the Super League.
And at some stage, Eddie, Warrington will get a run of possession. So watch out when that happens.
McIlaurin, Prescott. Down he goes on the third tackle. McIlaurin waiting at the play the ball, gets it. Finds Finch. He then goes wide and finds O'Loughlin.
Back to 6, back to 6.
Breers, 6 to go. Signals referee Richard Silverwood. Finch and Luake.
Another drive to stretch it out there. You can see Breers was hunting for another intercept.
McIlaurin. Finch. That's a great tackle on him. Oh, it's play on surely from Westwood. No, he's brought them back.
Oh, I think
it's a knock-on he's given here against Warrington, I think. Yes, it is.
I think he's made an error. Oh, yeah. Well,
Surely trying to make a tackle there, mate.
Yeah, I know, but they aren't utilising that this year. It's definitely played out with the right arm, but a couple of years ago, they would have said that he was involving himself in the tackle. He's not been seen that way by the official.
I think he was definitely making an attack on the ball there, John. Do you?
I do, yeah. I think he was closing the space of Finch
and a second one anyway,
trying to make sure that he couldn't pass. But it's a harsh ruling.
He needs a couple of drives now by Wigan, just get them in the point, and maybe the combination of the two halfbacks, and that's good running. They're squaring them up. They're pulling this Warrington defence in now.
This is Prescott.
Who's going to stand out wide?
McIlaurin. Go to Lulawai, and on the charge comes Harrison Hansen. Chances here for Tompkins, and Warrington get it down just a yard short. McIlaurin again, wide to Richards. He's scored again. Or is he in touch? The flag is up.
He's got to go upstairs for this. It is so close.
He was like he was trying to tunnel out of Colditz here, Pat Richards.
Oh, it's a long way.
Oh, he's up, yes.
His foot's on that.
It's on the whitewash.
Well, it looked as though his foot's on the whitewash.
Was his foot on the whitewash when he caught the ball?
Yes, it is anyway.
Yeah, his knee's there. It's no try. Isn't it amazing? The slow-mo replay makes it quite easy for the video referees these days. And
credit him with that, though.
He tried, didn't he? And then he touched it even before he made even an attempt to dive.
Foot on the line once, foot on the line twice, no try.
And a good defensive effort as well from Joel Monaghan there. So he was trying to tunnel out of Colditz. He got as far as the trapdoor.
And I think Lee Breers is in a spot of trouble as we get no try scrum defence on the big screen. Breers has taken a bit of a bang. He doesn't want to leave the field, that's for sure. Maybe it was that. Did he get knocked in the desperate effort to keep Pat Richards out?
Or was it when Sam Tompkins tried to tunnel underneath him? Was he and Tom, Dick or Harry? They were trying every single tunnel possible.
Or is it it's a belt
It's
at the elbow of
from
Matty Blythe.
Yeah, Blythe that doesn't miss him either. And you can see that Breers is going down. Boy, the strapping is all over the place here.
Well, I wonder what Ryan Giggs, Stuart Pearce and company are making of this. Eh?
Well, Stuart Pearce is quite used to it, isn't he?
Well,
They'll be loving every minute, Eddie, I'll tell you.
They will.
Just as everybody else is in this stadium. It's a super game.
heroism on display, both sides. And the bandage bill for Warrington and Wigan rising as this clock ticks away. He's alongside Chris Radlinski, Ryan Giggs. Good pals, aren't they, Phil, I think, from what I hear?
I think there's quite a lot of respect, isn't there, amongst the sportsmen, and being a fellow Salfordian with Adrian Morley. I don't know which team he's shouting for, but he's here, he's here enjoying what, again, he's probably been the game of the season so far for us this year. Just can Warrington control possession better, just about doing everything they can to go forward. What's that?
Should
Not
be
backwards. 6 more plays.
Yes, it is. 6 to go.
Definitely knocked on by Wigan, and they've recovered possession. The biggest, and that will help. I was just about to say the biggest problem for Warrington in the second half is that their field position has been poor.
Lazy by the marking.
Yeah, but mainly due to the fact, Eddie, that they've had all possession of Wigan. Just messing around. You've got to use your common sense. Okay, you're only leading by 2 points, but lack of concentration. It was the same just before half-time, wasn't it, that the hooter had gone and they gave away a silly penalty to allow Warrington to square things up.
John Key had predicted that Warrington would get a run of possession, but that possession has just ended.
Just had to reach behind it, didn't he, Ben Westwood?
That was the chance, though, John.
It was. Is that an element of fatigue as well with that pass from Monaghan and the reception from Westwood? Because they've done a heck of a lot of defending of the Warrington Wolves, and those two guys have been out there every minute of this game.
Well, I think Westwood is well over the 30 mark. He's really worked hard. He's had to. The amount of pressure that Wigan have applied on it, and it just shows you that Warrington, they know how to dig deep. They're not out of this game, that's for sure.
Carmont goes down eventually. And here goes Tompkins. Here goes Tompkins. Gets it away to Liam Farrell. Spinning away. Out of the back of the hand. Finds Charnley. It's a penalty. I was going to say it's wonderful attack. It's heroic defence. And Hodgson, he said it didn't hear you, sir.
I think he tried his damnedest there, did Hodgson, to ensure that his defenders could get into a good position. Got him down, had a second go. He was even looking at the official.
You can't hear a thing in this noise, though. Morley off the field. Just watching as Wigan decide what to do with this penalty. They'll run it.
I think that's the right option.
I agree.
They've got to apply that pressure, to put them under the defence, try to stretch it. The 2 points might have just given them an opportunity to get a breather, Warrington.
Yeah, they're on the ropes of the Wolves.
That's Prescott. Plays it to McAlorum. Back it comes to Luluai. Here is Darryl Goulding. Been reinvented this year, hasn't he? Darryl Goulding didn't figure in the first team since last July till the start of 2012. Oh, Luluai!
Can't believe it. He had O'Loughlin set up, coming on the angle, and he knew it was a set pattern move.
Quickly down to
was
Bill.
Screaming.
Quickly down to Bill.
Into the last quarter of the game, Chris Bridge just about to return for the Warrington Wolves. He did get a bang on the head in that first half, was a little bit groggy, but he's been sitting on the sidelines since half-time, fully recovered, and they've just been waiting for the opportunity to get him back out there. And with the game in the balance, here comes a game breaker perhaps for Warrington. Mike Cooper as well will come on for the Wolves.
Atkins might use his strength.
Did well there. Darryl Goulding came in late into the tackle. Thought about pushing Atkins. It would have been a penalty. Important. Look at that defence coming in on the angle.
They're trapping Warrington near their own line. That's 3 tackles gone. Only 2 metres gained forward. Oh, risky business, risky business. They've got away with it. Blythe's on his way. Blythe away from the boot. No, he didn't. Or did he? It's Luluai is down. He's given a goal line dropout, but he wants Steve Ganson to check it.
No, it's Atkins that's got the full force of the hand that has whipped it away there from Thomas Luluai. Great stuff though, wasn't it? Ryan Atkins having an outstanding game, but I think you'll find that it's Atkins that has got that last touch. Tried to poach it away from Luluai, but you've got to give credit to the halfback, Thomas Luluai, the way that he got back there to save the Wigan yet again.
Here come Warrington then. We said it would turn around eventually. Maybe it just has.
That was an elbow up into the face. This will be a penalty to Warrington. Why on earth have they done that? They are in possession of the ball, and he has given a penalty away. Well, Luaki, what on earth are you thinking?
Westwood comes in and cleans Luaki out. Well, pick the bones out of that, Richard Silverwood. It's a penalty, I think, without a doubt, to Warrington. But what happened after? That's terrible.
That is a shocker.
And that's awful.
Well, Trent Walshouse gets hit, I think, by Ben Westwood. That's friendly flyer.
Well, Griggs feels the full weight of that. But they don't have to do it. They don't need it. You can see there that the haymaker from Westwood. Well, I've seen him sent off for that.
Well, if one goes, they both go.
And it wouldn't surprise me.
The penalty's going against you. Okay, you've carried the ball and led with the forearm. Okay, incident's going on report.
Well, Luaki's on report, and I would think, when they look at it all...
Penalty's going to you. For leading with the forearm. Yeah, I understand that. But you come in with a swinging arm. Okay, we can't do that. All right.
Well, he's not on report. Yes, he is. The whole thing's gone on report.
He has to. I mean, the swinging arm like that. Tony Smith not too impressed. And I'm sure that Sean Wayne, the Wigan coach, won't be too happy with the way that the prop forward Luaki went in possession. That is a sin, and look at the claret.
Would you kick it goal, Mike?
I put it into the corner. They haven't had
Should
much
Librius be out
opportunity.
there with the blood in the head like that? Is that okay?
No, it should be attended to. But under the pressure, everybody's under the pressure. We are the officials and the players.
So here come Warren. There's another high shot, this time by Prescott on Cooper. Well, the referee has got the devil's own job to keep the lid on this in the last quarter of an hour.
Certainly has. Prescott going high.
They'll go for two now, won't they?
Well, they haven't had much opportunity, Eddie. That's the point.
15 minutes. Oh, they are doing.
They'll go for the two, but...
Well, that'll do a number of things. It might level the score up, but it might just cool and calm things down, eh?
Well, it might. But
Do we want that?
I'm not so sure. Boy, there's some irate players out there, and there's bandages, there's blood. It's all over the joint.
Well, you wouldn't expect a Tony Smith team to go for two, but I think that's quite a sensible decision, because all the hard work in this half has been done by Warrington, defending again. If they can get equal on the scoreboard, 15 minutes left, and they've done all that work in defence, they're bound to think we're going to get some good field position at some stage.
And when they do, who knows? The 1 point, it's so vital.
And the cool, calming influence of Gareth Hock is waiting to come onto the field.
I can't wait, and I'll tell you something. Gareth Hock, he can't wait either. He's got to get this first, though.
Yeah, it's a pressure kick. He's up to the kick. He's Brett Hodgson. The scores go level again, 20 points apiece.
Well, how are Warrington going to get the ball from the try line up towards maybe the halfway line of these players? Because Wigan's defence has been so fast at moving up that 10 metres, closing down the space and putting the Warrington catcher under pressure here. This will be a real test to see whether they can get forward. They've struggled a little bit at times to get some go forward, although that kick's not going to go the full distance.
It isn't. It's caught on the full by Hodgson. And don't forget, if Warrington get within 20, 30 metres, Breers is out there. The drop goal king at 20 points apiece.
Yeah, and also Sean Wayne, the Warriors coach, he will get the message out and say to him, now listen, do not do anything silly, do not give away a penalty. They have to try to keep Warrington deep in their own half. Lack of concentration, discipline.
Just less than 13 minutes remaining. Good drive forward, that's the last. It was by Griggs, and up it goes off the boot of Breers. It's not a drop goal attempt. Tompkins has fumbled that, that's a knock-on.
Oh, that's a big decision there. Richard Silverwood has come up with a quick decision, and I'm not so sure he's got it right.
He was certainly facing his own line, that's why he's got away with it. But look, that goes forward, doesn't it?
I think so. Boy, he's a very, very fortunate lad.
I'm with the referee there.
Yeah, well, you would be.
That is a knock-on there.
I think he got it right.
That's a knock-on.
Poetic justice.
I think so.
Well, it's certainly...
Sean O'Loughlin, who is normally Mr. Dependable.
It's certainly leveled the scales, hasn't it? You could see there, he was looking as to the defender coming towards him. Ben Westwood was lining him up. As we said, just that lack of concentration can be so vital.
Well, Lee Breers kicked 4 drop goals in Warrington's first ever Super League win at Wigan, 24-12 in 2006. He dropped a drop goal here at Wigan 2 years ago as well. He's been over this territory before, but at the moment, Warrington are looking for 4. This is Hodgson, down by Finch.
They are looking for the try, Eddie, but they're also looking to make sure that they camp down there. Make sure that if they can't get through, that the kick in goal area, try to get another set of 6. Breers will control things.
Well, he's in position, is Breers, but he's got the hands on the ball now, and he finds Myler, and Myler will give it here. Oh, good defence. Tremendous defence by Wigan. Wonderful run from Griggs. Atkins, Myler pops it up, Morley's back out there.
Oh, what an hit there by Tewson. Chris Tewson has just rocked Morley.
Breers dropped it, no, wide, he fooled us all. It's a great kick, and Carmont has it right near his own goal line. Look where Warrington turned the possession over.
Well, Phil asked the question, how could Warrington clear the line? I'll ask the question, how are Wigan now going to clear their line?
It was a great kick. From. It was a wonderful kick from Breers, and they aimed it at the man who's been injured throughout the second half. He was lucky to knock it back. Carmont was alert. Had to be as well.
And Richards keeps it going. Breers is barking out the instructions.
He tried to milk the penalty there, did Lulawai. Waved away by Silverwood.
The kick is right down the middle of the field. It's caught on the fly by Hodgson. He pops it up to Riley. Riley just inside his own half on tackle number 1.
So many players out there, they are completely out on their feet. It's going to take... Oh, that's a silly play again.
Luaki's done it again.
What on earth is going through his mind?
Well, Finch is trying to calm him down.
Yeah, but it's... Loughlin there, and then Luaki...
Now that looks terrible as well.
It's a shocker. All he has to do, I mean, why on earth? Oh, lose your concentration, and that's so dangerous. That has to be put on report as well.
Well, Luaki is making his way to the sideline here. I think that Sean Wayne has asked him to come off the field, but he can't go yet till the referee has a word.
Well, he's tried to pull a fast one, hasn't he, Sean Wayne?
Jeff Lima's waiting to come on and replace him.
Army, well, you're already on report. Okay, you lift him again. Luckily for you, he's landed on his back. But listen, if he landed on his head, you'd have been going. Okay, incident's going on report.
That's 2 on report for Luaki. Can you get double suspensions if they decide?
Two different offences.
2 different offences.
You certainly can.
No wonder he's been hooked by Sean Wayne.
They're going for the 2. It's 40.5 metres away from the sticks.
Well, why wouldn't you? With 8.5 minutes to go, with Hodgson, your kicker, 40 metres away. The scores are level at 20 apiece.
And he's got that special tee, hasn't he?
And it's a special ball, isn't it, for this weekend? It's a sport relief ball. One of practice with these. I know that they were only given to the sides here, I think, at this game. I'm told they're exactly the same as the other ones they play in for week to week, but especially marked up for sport relief this weekend.
Warrington were ahead 6-2 after 8 minutes. They have not led since the 19th minute in Gareth Hock's try. This for a vital 2 points. Hodgson. Has he got underneath it? Has he kicked it? It's over the top of the bar, only just. But that doesn't matter, it's across the top, and Warrington are ahead.
Boy, the fans behind the sticks, they held their breath. In fact, they probably were sucking this ball over. It's spinning, and it is there. Jubilation on the visiting fans. Well, they have paid a big price, haven't they? 2 silly penalties, all given by the same person, the prop forward Luwaki.
And Hodgson, who has hardly played in 2012, what a comeback for him. Well, we're counting down now, but it'd be a shame for this game to end. It's been sensational from start to finish.
Well, if they get away with this, Warrington, they can feel extremely proud, and their coach Tony Smith knows it, because all the possession, all the field position has been Wigan in the second half. They have controlled it, and yet Wigan are 2 points adrift.
And Breers with a big hunt downfield in between winger and fullback. Richards has it. Good run from Richards.
What Warrington can't do, no Eddie, sorry, what Warrington can't do is play the clock. They've got to keep going through the process of rugby league in an aggressive manner. You can't be hoping the clock bails you out, and that 2 points remains on the board.
Lima.
Well, this is the type of moment where you look towards the likes of Sam Tompkins.
Oh, this fellow Brett Finch. Here's O'Loughlin.
Well, Finch will organise things. He'll create maybe the little gap. Hock will probably take this, or will Finch want it?
Finch has got it. Here's Tompkins. Short ball to Farrell. Good defence from Warrington. Waterhouse seen to that on the last. Here's Tompkins again. Stabs the ball to the in-goal area. Oh, and it skips away, and Hodgson is able to shepherd it over the dead ball line. Not the best kick from Sam Tompkins. Just a bit too much weight on it. Don't forget the Super League extra time with Barry, Brian, Terry. Follows us on the red button. You can record the programme via your TV guide on your Sky remote this year. Over 21,000 in the stadium tonight. I'm thrilled to this. I'm sure you're all enjoying it at home as well, as Breers from dummy half gives it to Bridge.
Well, everybody's got value for money, that is for sure, and this has been a wonderful display by Warrington under all those conditions that... Oh, I don't know how many Phantom of the Operas are out there. There's blood running from all over the place. I agree with John, you know, that Warrington, they can't just stick it up the jumper, they've got to keep pushing forward. It's not the best kick right down the throat. Would have been better to go into touch. You know how dangerous this fella can be, but they've got to him on this occasion.
That's probably the best for Warrington, though. Deal with him on the first one, and let's hope that he doesn't get involved in the next couple of plays, because he has to be the most dangerous player for Wigan. And they want the ball in his hands out wide here, moving at pace at some point in these next 4 plays.
And Phil, wasn't that a magnificent chase to say all the work that this Wolves defence has had to do?
Interesting to see that Brett Hodgson is not deep. He's anticipating maybe the little grubber through or the chip over the top.
Oh, it's a good run, this from Chewson. Chewson then passes it to Luluai. Actually, the runners from O'Loughlin Phil, what are they saying? A Wigan win?
Well, they are, statistically, they've just been in front here really now, whether that's the possession as well. Warrington are hanging on here. What's the decision here? He's saying go back and play it again.
It called held.
Luluai on the last tackle here, Wigan.
Got to get it up.
It's high from the boot of Finch, looking for Charnley. Oh!
Offside, surely. He's got to be offside. I think it came off Riley and then on to Atkins. Atkins was in an offside position. Yeah, that's got to be a penalty to Wigan.
He's given penalty to Warrington.
It's because he's interfered with him whilst he's in the air. That's the first offence before the offside.
Well, it's all happening, isn't it?
He says he's collided with him in mid-air, hasn't he? You could say he was legitimately trying to catch the ball, but
he's going for the ball, isn't he?
But the officials don't think that.
He's even past the man. Very fortunate.
Could be the moment that Warrington win. Morley for them.
Again, he's been outstanding, hasn't he, Morley? He leads by example, and we've got to make sure that they keep hold of this ball. Warrington. It wasn't the best kick before, remember? It was right down the throat of Sam Tompkins. They really need to get it into touch.
Will Wigan get one more go?
We might get two here.
Well, where are we now? Two and 3/4 minutes. Hodgson halted on halfway. Now then the kick. Deep downfield from Breers.
Outside.
And all he does is find Richards, who flings it inside to Tompkins.
Well, that's not a bad option either when you think about the fact that Richards is not fully fit. He knows he has a problem with it.
Good chase by Trent Waterhouse. Here's Richards now, he's having a go. Goulding. Farrell. Good hit. Great defence. Great defence from the hooker. Michael Monaghan. Oh, Chewson. Just inside the Warrington half now.
That was great defence, but Lee Breers, he really put himself in it and had lost it.
I think that's it. Unless there's a mistake in this set of 6 by Warrington.
Breers won't rush it.
Well, Adrian Morley needs to take a bow. He not only made the tackle previous, he worked from marker and got that forced error, and then a penalty simply compounded that for the high tackle from Gareth Hogg.
Well, he finished up around the head, but the impact was in.
Oh, she's fast asleep. Just woken up. You're on the TV, my love.
I don't know how she can sleep in this lot.
Not with this noise.
Common sense to the fore now.
Last minute of the match.
Just drive. You can see everybody. Breers, Myler, they're saying, and Morley, a captain's knock, takes it forward.
6 slow play the balls.
Fans.
6 slow play the balls, and then over the sideline from Lee Breers.
Yeah, get it bouncing into the corner. Put the scrum down.
Cooper.
Struggle. That's it.
Monaghan, Breers pops it up. Griggs. This is the last one. There's less than 30 seconds remaining. And Breers finds touch.
Does the right thing.
And Warrington will win the match. Wigan are very quick to get there if they can.
Wigan's doing it now. They're running out. They've got it formed.
They're in the wrong place.
They need another loose forward in there. Now he's stopped it. Boy, that took an eternity for Wigan.
Well, Posh and Becks are enjoying it. The Warrington fans. 7 seconds. Breers been barking out the instructions all night.
Chris Riley has dropped back. He's anticipating the kick. That's good thinking by Coach Tony Smith. It's got to be a kick now and chase.
Oh, has it? That's it. That's it. Warrington went. Foot broke there, and Atkins plucked the ball out of the air. celebrate a famous win at the DW Stadium for the third time in a row under Tony Smith. Warrington have come here and beaten the Wigan Warriors. An outstanding game. Absolutely outstanding from start to finish. Ryan Atkins is the man of the match, and he's talking now with Bill.
Ryan, that's 3 in a row against Wigan here. You can see how much that means to you.
Yeah, definitely. We've not been playing the best recent weeks, and today to put in a performance like that against a great team like Wigan, it's brilliant, and we really did dig in deep. It was a really fast game, and even for me, how wide I was struggling with pace, so I don't know what it was like for the lads in the middle, but yeah, we really dug in, and all that hard work through the week paid off.
As you said, you still managed to make life difficult for yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, definitely. We need to fix a few areas up with the ball, and silly little knock-ons that play a ball and overplaying sometimes, but that's the way we play, and that's the way Tony likes us to play, and we'll back our defence any day.
I've got to ask you, obviously you didn't make the England squad. Have you been out to prove a point in recent weeks? Are you out to prove a point?
No, my priorities are Warrington Wolves, and if I'm playing my best for them and I'm trying to get in the team week in, week out for Warrington, then it just puts me in a short window. But like I said, my priority is Warrington, and it's just a privilege to play a team like this.
And being involved on a night like this as well. Well done tonight. Man of the match, champagne, £100 for charity as well. Where do you like that to go?
Pardon?
Where would you like your £100 for charity to go, Ryan?
I'm an ambassador for a charity called Brainwave, so I'd like to dedicate it to those, please.
Well done.
Thank you. Cheers.
Ryan Atkins, the man of the match. The Warrington supporters, the Warrington team celebrate. They are top of the table tonight. Disappointment for Sam Tompkins and the Wigan Warriors. That picture really sums it up. There's been bandages all over the place tonight, Steve-O. Heroic on both sides, and Warrington just edging it in the end.
Yeah, it was a tremendous effort from Warrington, especially with that second half, with Wigan having so much control. The possession was going their way, but you have to say that the Wigan prop forward, Luaki, really gave away 2 silly penalties, take nothing away from the Warrington win. They dug deep, and that is one thing that their coach Tony Smith will be very, very pleased about. Both sides complain about the problems in defence, but boy, didn't they give it to each other tonight. A cracking game, sensational game of rugby league.
Listen, a game like this, the tight ones when you really value and appreciate your goal kicker. Warrington will certainly do that with Brett Hodgson, who put over some difficult kicks, and ultimately that was the difference. Both sides scored 3 tries, but the kicking was different. And the kicking have given the Wolves 2 points to carry back down the short journey home.
Sensational from start to finish, John, briefly.
Absolutely magnificent game of rugby league. We admire the attacking players from both teams, but I've admired most tonight the absolute commitment to defence from both teams, especially the Warrington Wolves, who for that quarter of the game after the half-time, they were like a boxer on the ropes, but they really held strong throughout.
They did, and they're top of the table tonight as a result of that. And what do the champions have in answer at St Helens on Sunday night? You'll be able to find out with us. Sky Sports 1 HD from 6:30 on Sunday, and also on Sunday Super League full-time midnight on 2 HD. All the tries, reaction and analysis from round 8, this great round of the Stobart Super League. And coming up, Super League extra time. Press those red buttons and join us for the interviews with the coaches, the match analysis and the weekend previews. What a lot we've got to talk about tonight. What a game we've seen, and Warrington have won it.